Meanwhile, again, these guys just chilling in the back. Now, what might be hilarious if this Jackson backs all the way the fuck up and these guys accidentally shoot. Oh my god. Oh my god. If these guys, and if these guys would come around and take the Jackson, holy fuck. Oh my god, they're doing it. They're doing it. Take the Jackson. Take it. Take it. Take it. Hello everyone, this is Greyshot117 here, bringing you another COH2 replay. This is a 4v4 on Red Ball Express. If you want to submit your own replay, do so at greyshotproductions at gmail.com. I'll take a look, cast it, and tell you how amazing you are, or how terrible you are. Probably the former than the later, gonna be honest, as I base it off myself, and 99% of co-players are better than me, guaranteed. So, unless you fall in that 1%, which very few people do, then yeah, you're probably gonna be, I'm probably gonna give you a lot of credit. But in any case, if you're wondering who's below me, really the only person I know of is, Ace. He's definitely worse than me. I'm not saying that because he's literally right over there. Any case, let's move on, shall we? We got on the enemy team, or I guess the allied team. It's okay on the team I'm looking at. Whatever, it's on the allied team. Tomstad, Sherman Tank, Operator, and Rifle. On the Axis team, we have Red, Ivor, Donde, and Tat. Or Tattooed Chase. I'll just call him Tat. Any case, let's see how things are looking. Anyway, Sturms, nice idea. Rushing here so that way they can beat the allies to this location. Ambush them, most likely stop them. Same thing here. They're trying to build cover to stop them from advancing in this sector. Okay. Right now, Sherman Tank has gone airborne. Pretty good infantry and airstrikes. But again, AA will stop them in a dead in its tracks. Good heavy infantry and heavy artillery, plus some airstrikes. Axis have yet to go anything. And Allies Operator went with mechanized, which is good airstrikes, heavier infantry, and very impressive ISU 152. Any case, infantry trying to hold fuel on right. Looks like the Allies are doing a little bit better. They have an MG British forces holding. Universal Carry moving up with penals. If they could beat the MG, it looks like they will. Oh no, this MG's guarding it. They will not. Now, if they got close enough, they could throw a satchel and possibly blow it to Kingdom Come. But alas, in this situation, doesn't look like that is going to be the case. Anyway, Universal Carrier trying to open fire. And again, he's doing actually some decent damage on it. The problem is, with the double MGs there, it's unlikely. And actually, we can see right now that Red is MG spamming. Holy God, Red! You have 4 MGs! Dear Lord, do you have enough of them? Meanwhile, the Vickers in heavy cover should beat these guys back in medium cover. Not just because the cover difference, also the Vickers is a better MG. So, yeah, it should beat this thing. Now, if the MG's getting up on it, yeah, it's gonna be issues. Pioneers and Grenadiers also flanking, so that's putting the MG in a worse position. Plus mortar fire coming in from this side. He's in mid right now. Nothing is actually capturing mid, which is kind of funny. We have the barbed wire defense here. Good kill, by the way, Tomstad. Excellent kill. Let's double check actually everyone's rank real quick, so you can kind of see where everyone is on their player list. So it looks like allies have an advantage with more playtime, but remember, ladies and gentlemen, rank does not matter. Meaning, even though that person rifle was 3 stars, he could be the worst player ever. And I've seen players who are like, "You're 3-star? Why are you doing this?" Like, for example, they put an MG in a house that, I think it's over here. Yeah, so example would be putting an MG in like a house like this, and then expecting me to be suppressed over here when you can't really fire out the door. You should in real life, but you just can't in this game. Any case, Volk Squad's in heavy cover that they've made, opening fire on the conscripts using the cover that the Volk Squad made, so that's hilarious. I'm assuming this truck's coming up. It's going to be a medical truck of some variety. He's also, I think, kind of destroying the brush, like the tree, so he can reposition it. I would make the assumption that he was trying to, or maybe doing that. Conscripts moving on in. Nice incendiary Molotov cocktail, burning the Volk Squads out. Storm Pioneers coming on in. Needs to pull back. The Engineer Squad doesn't, and Tomstad gets 1 killed. Meanwhile, on right, we have a Soviet sniper opening fire against the MG horde. And now, Operator's pissed. He's deploying a scout car. This scout car is very good at getting around MGs simply because of the fact of the maneuverability. Now, unfortunately, this MG is still looking at that one, and unfortunately, while they threw it at... Oh, no. Oh, you're going to hurt yourself. Okay, thank God. That would have been terrifying and horrible. Meanwhile, who's going to get the hell out of there? Good idea. He can actually just go back, get healed. Wait, oh, the MG must have shot the guy out of the scout car. He can heal it real quick and then get back in there. At the bare minimum, he caused some hell with the MGs, forcing them back, throwing them out of their defensive positions, and allowing the British to reorganize themselves, hopefully for a counterattack. We'll see, but now the MG, by the way, has armor-piercing rounds, which should eliminate any sort of light armor threat that thing sees, as long as they deploy it immediately. Meanwhile, we have as we can see here, Ivor has deployed a German sniper, most likely to counteract the Soviet one, which actually, hold on, where is the Soviet one? Oh, it went back to base. He's getting himself medicals to heal it, so very nice. Meanwhile, the allies are causing more havoc on left, or at least trying to. We have a crate coming in somewhere. I'm actually kind of surprised he would call it a crate. It is a 50 cal machine gun, so an airborne drop for the 50 cal. Now, that was picked up by Sherman tank. That's very ballsy to call it in so close to the front. But it worked. He managed to get the 50 cal up and rolling. And now, oh yeah, should be able to reinforce it with the ambulance. It actually worked out quite well. We have forces just trying to hold on to the fuel. Again, neither side is actually really holding on for it for too long. Although the allies did manage to capture the one on the right. But Sniper slowly picking this guy off. Definitely going to be an issue, especially with the 4-man teams, because they'll slowly whittle you down until there's nothing left. Mortar team as well is on standby, so the British are going to have some issues with that. Oh, God. So, yeah, red went with encirclement. That could be horrifying, because if the enemy cuts off this point and this point, encirclement is pretty much going to knock out your entire army. I've done it multiple times. Versing people, it is hell. It will cause all sorts of annoying things to happen toward the enemy team, because again, pretty much every single unit that's in that zone will pretty much get by artillery, and most likely killed if they don't retreat. So yeah, doesn't matter if they're seen or not, it'll just automatically kill them. Now, once again, scout car rolls on up, kills an MG, and actually steals it. So you just gave the Germans an MG42. That is a horrifying premise, because again, you just gave the Germans an MG42, which is a very good MG, great overall radius, and great damage output, especially with armor-piercing rounds. So this guy has finally realized, okay, maybe the MGs are not working out so well, but at least we know why he did that. He went MGs because he's focusing on MGs with Stormtroopers, which are now deployed behind enemy lines. Hopefully, and I'm saying this honestly, hopefully the enemy, or like the allies, realize that these things are now deployed, which makes it more likely that encirclement is on the table, especially for this map. You have to watch out for that. Now we upgrade these guys. It's free of charge with MP40s. That increases their capabilities at close range. He's going to try to get them back, but Rifle does have some engineers to cover him as well, so they should live. Now the question is, will these guys make it out alive? And with the double MGs back and forth, I don't think so. Oh, gets mowed down. And that's, what, 340? 340 that died. Ivor is deploying this half-track with the Panzer Grenadiers inside, most likely to chase this thing down. But an AT grenade's going to be thrown, and yeah, that thing is going to be slowly torn apart. Now, he's entrenching himself. I don't understand why. Grenades being thrown. Kills his main gun, and once again, oh wait, bundle grenade. Ooh. I was going to say, once again that unit dies, but nope, it killed both Vickers, so pretty good. Armor-piercing rounds opening fire to suppress the infantry. Luckily, the British are recapturing the MGs. Should help hold the front. That being said, we do have that mortar right over here with the MG kind of guarding a flank, so they can't capture the territory. Captain pushing on in to push back those forces. An easy way to stop those troops from coming in would be to burn down these buildings. That takes time and a lot of effort. Or you can be a dick and wire a mine demo up to the door, so that way when they come out, it explodes, and the demo makes sure the unit is gone. There used to be a time, a glorious time, when a mine would be placed by a door and would insta-wipe the unit, but then they changed it to only 2 models, for the most part. So, unfortunately, yeah, you no longer can kill it, but if you add the demo, they didn't nerf that, so the demo will explode and kill the unit and most likely the house. So you can make it so that way it's unlikely for them to do that. Now, unfortunately on this map, there's 1, 2, possibly 3, let's see, 4, I think that's about it, 5, 6. Okay, there's a handful of buildings you have to watch out for, so you could rig it. And as a Soviet player, I assume he does, Operator has a ton of munitions stored up, so that could be something he can do. Now, once again, he's just hiding here. He's deploying these guys, because again, he's going to deploy them to decap the enemy lines. The problem is, and this is the big one, it's only 10 minutes in the game. It's not likely that he's going to go do encirclement, because he needs, what, 12 CP? Yeah. And he has the munitions for it, but he doesn't have the resources. Plus, his army on the front's pretty much falling apart. So yeah, very, very weird move. Tat with fortifications makes sense. He has this entire area under his control. He wants to fortify it, make sure the fuel and the star is his. So we'll see what happens. We do have a heavy mortar, which is a great counter toward it, because the heavy mortar will cause a lot of damage versus the infantry. And also to fortifications, and pretty much squad wipe some of these guys if it, is able to get a hit. Ambulance right here as well to make sure it stays healed with an AT gun that I think should be using some of that built-in artillery right now. They're pulling back to the ambulance for a defensive line. Once again, this guy is trying to cause encirclement. What the fuck was that grenade rifle? Now, the MP40s will hurt the British infantry close range. I understand that. I get that. Nope. I thought I was going to kill it, but actually the tree kind of stopped some of the rounds from firing. He's going to escape. More Stormtroopers being deployed. Again, not a great scenario because that unit got deployed and he's getting into a place with 2 windows. Honestly, Rifle can go to the side and be in a lot better position. We have guards troops moving in with penals. Honestly, you could throw 1 satchel in this house and it's gone. It would pretty much blow it up to Kingdom Come. So, yeah, it's just one of those situations where these houses are going to be very annoying. But Rifle's actually countering that with a very unique doctrine. He went with tactical support. Tactical support allows you to take control of a building, plus you get the crocodile, which is awesome. You get to control the building, and then in the building, you have that. It's yours. They can't deploy in it. And also the big thing, you get airstrikes from it. Now, awesome job. AT Gun's like, fuck your guy. That guy says, I'm going back to my home planet. And unfortunately, just couldn't reach escape velocity. MG kind of helping to hold. Sniper is still in the front. 11, now 12 kills, doing a lot of damage. Hopefully, Red has realized the error of his ways and is going to stop with these Stormtrooper flanks because they're doing nothing, really. These troops are not moving in, but we do have the MGs still on the front, causing havoc. We do have a sniper, though, that can help with the mortar that is causing some damage. So if they spread out their men, that'll be a lot better instead of just kind of keeping them together. Now, it looks like we have Sherman tank focusing in mid. Good idea. You need the munitions, you need those resources. Also, nice job with the barbed wire cutters. One point in time, those things were unable to be cut. And then Relic realized, that's a bad idea. It's going to cause hell on the map. Let's make sure you can destroy them. So, you can now. With the paratroopers, he also put up the beacon, so he can reinforce his... I'm assuming he's going to get paratroopers soon. And not only can you reinforce with the paratroopers, but it actually detects units on your minimap, so that's always a positive. So when you're on Fog of War and you have no idea what the fuck's going on, this will let you know, hey, there's like there's 1 or 2 units there. So you can kind of see it when he disappears. I mean, you can see it right now because of that, but it'll detect stuff nearby, which is pretty cool. Luke's is pushing back the Greyshot group. We do have, oh, Dondi with Special Operations. That's Recon plus zeroing, and that's a bad combo for anyone who is on the opposite end of that. Allies, let's see. Yeah, okay, so everything's been picked for everyone. Cool. A lot of Volk squads over here. Unlikely that the Soviets and the American are going to be able to break this side. He's moving up the major just because, he's going to call an artillery on this support gun, I assume. Yep. And hopefully it calls in and kills some of the squads. Now, he doesn't care because, like, it's a major artillery. What's that going to do? And, yeah, unfortunately, it is called in right here, which is the exact spot you didn't want to call it in. You want to call it in closer here. But it is going to keep him off the road for a little bit of time. So, positive, I guess. I swear to fuck. Okay, there's another house back here. Good for him. He deployed Stormtroopers, literally just going behind enemy lines. Again, you mine up every house with a demo. I know it's costly, but it's fucking worth it. Anyway, yeah, Stormtroopers now deploying on left. They have infiltration grenades, which helps. No, wait, do they have infiltration grenades? Or am I calm? No, that's bullshit. I'm thinking of something else. Isn't there one that they get? I think that's elite troops. Elite troops, because you get Stormtroopers and you get the infiltration grenades. But I digress. These Volk squads have it because they have the ability from Special Operations. Sherman has been deployed, which is not bad. And also, we can see here that looks like Operator was able to advance and actually is killing a lot of the MGs for himself. Very good. Now, unfortunately, it looks like the Germans have focused more on an assault group with a lot of Panzergrenadiers and Grenadiers in general. Stug E, which is, this thing should be easy, like pickings. It's a dumb tank. I hate it so freaking much. Now, these guys are falling back. Good idea. Bring up this AT gun rifle, and you guys should be able to hold them back. Again, guard troops will just whittle stuff down over time. So if you combine that with an AT gun, you guys should be in the clear. Meanwhile, again, Allied forces are holding left, while American forces are taking mid, or at least attempting to. They should be able to, except for the MG that suppressed the men. Now they should be able to push back the Volk squad, but I doubt... I'm actually surprised that Luke's not moving in to kill them. That's actually really concerning. Oh, the Sherman's there, that's why. It's like Jaws, the shark fin just comes up and you're like, oh, that's why people aren't swimming. Okay. Got a kill on the Volk squad. A lot of fire coming down. Fortunately, got a kill right there. We have an S-285 being deployed, so they have an AT in case they deploy some armor. And it looks like, though, that the enemy is not. Neither of them have any sort of major armored unit on the field. The best thing they have is Red, and Red had to fall back because of the AT gun and the Firefly. Again, so good job on the Allies for making sure that they stayed one step ahead of what the Axis could bring out in that regard. But unfortunately, we see here that the enemy is deploying a lot of Stormtroopers, and they are still deploying Stormtroopers. Yes! I had no idea you were going to do that, but thank fuck. Thank you. That is perfect. That is, oh my god, that is not bullshitting. I had no idea he was gonna do that, but holy fuck, it's Rifle and them are tag teaming. They're doing British mines with the demo. That's how you deal with that's how you deal with infiltrators. The problem is this building's still free, and this one, actually there's one right here. Throw a satchel on that one, get rid of it. But hey, at least they're killing them, so that's good. Stormtroopers moving on in, but the Sherman's like, I'm sorry, what are you doing? Get the hell out. Probably should get back to his territory. He actually no, he still doesn't have enough. The good news is he's reinforcing with those paratroopers right there, so he can at least keep holding the front. And honestly, I wonder if he could reinforce from right here. I'm assuming he could. I'm assuming he could reinforce if he wanted to from right there. S-285's on standby. Conscript's desperately trying to hold this front. I don't think he will. He's gonna need to call in American reinforcements, even though the American's kind of busy over here. Meanwhile, we had the Stuggy come in, but the Firefly's like, what are you doing? Combine that with the AT, there's no way that thing's gonna puncture. Plus the double MG backing. And the sniper is still there, just causing havoc. Plus, remember, this sniper is great for recon. So if the enemy has a force and they're like, okay, let's check this out, he can use the sniper's flare to see the area and then move on from there. Though we can see here that Ivor is not done yet. He is bringing up a lot of Panzerschrecks. Good for flanking, knocking out a large enemy force. So we'll see what happens. The goal would probably be to sneak up on the Firefly. But these penals are, once again, stopping. I like how they're now reinforcing the mid, because they're like, okay, the enemy's no longer on our side. Let's help out somewhere else. God, I can see that red dot on the bottom left-hand side of the screen. I'm just waiting. Good movement. Managed to dodge and get out of the way of the bundle grenade. Let's see. Red is now up to 8 command points. I guarantee you he desperately wants to do encirclement. But Rifle is not having it. He put a cache down. Why is that important? Well, encirclement requires this point broken. Break supply line will not do that. Break supply line will not kill this cache, or it shouldn't. Unless it's like super weak, it doesn't really do anything to it. Anyway, combine that with close the pocket, which he needs to do by cutting off that territory. There's no way he's going to be able to do that with the Stormtroopers or anything. He's going to need to send something back, which is possible, highly unlikely, though, with this allied line here. If they send anything this way, it's fucked. Middle might be the best opportunity for them to flank. Oh my god, perfect. How is that house alive? How is that house alive? Okay, just put a mine there to blow up the house when he comes back. Okay, there we go. He's doing it. I love you, operator. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Anyway, Centaur getting some nice shots, but they're moving their forces in mid now. So I'm assuming, yeah, these rifles going to move his forces over there. Meanwhile, the American player is coming back up with a lot of men, most likely to... Oh, wow, Volksquad's in a mass retreat. What does he have? Does he has all 3 buildings, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. He only has 2, so they have to run all the way back to base. Meanwhile, this guy has his medical base, which I'm assuming he has the retreat point to. He does. The Panzer headquarters is deploying a Panther now. It's 20 minutes in the game, and he's finally deploying a Panther, which is good, I guess, for him. Also, we have a cache here. We have a Katusha, which could be an issue if the guy gets a Panzer Strike to, like, just kill allied armor from behind. So that could be an issue, and he does have one. So a lucky shot could knock out the Katusha. Anyway, a lot of allied armor, though, coming on in. Centaur and Firefly moving on up. Panzer IV can be very ballsy. Yeah, very ballsy indeed, because the Firefly, oh boy, can just snipe that thing from afar. Will he get the last shot? No, he won't. The Panzer IV will make it out. But, nice thing, these guys are just chilling, holding on to the point. Yeah, again, they're on hold fire, so the enemy can't really see them because they're camouflaged as well until they get close. And that should be close enough. And, yep, they're seen. So now they're going to open fire on the enemy, and he's going to pull back. Luckily, we got some paratroopers on this coming in. And with that thing right there, you should be able to keep reinforcing. Unless he gets a lucky bundle to knock him out. But we'll see. He's still moving. Oh my god, just annihilating those Panzer Grenadiers. MG's moved on up. The Centaur's still there. It's still going to murder everything. So, Sherman, we can see with the blood holding that area pretty damn well. So, if the Germans are known for blood and iron, would the Americans be blood and steel? Like, what exactly would they be good? Blood and chrome? No, that's Battlestar Galactica. Anyway, luckily with the guards moving on in, very nice. Pinning the tank, Firefly might be able to get a last shot. Does! Oh! You can crew it! You can crew it! He just realized the rifle's like, it's mine. Panzer IV, though, moving on up, might go for the kill on that. Ah, damn it. Firefly gets a kill on it. I would have stolen. Again, free Panzer IV, I'm taking it. It's a good anti-infantry / anti-armor unit. By the way, I don't know how the fuck they realized it, but they realized it. And now they've rushed on Scott the Panzer Strike. Oh, Red, your Stormtrooper plan is backfiring so fucking hard. But yeah, again, it's fine if you do that, but you have to consider the fact that the enemy plans for it. And I feel like you deploying your Stormtroopers from the very beginning fucked you, because it made the enemy realize what you were doing. I feel like that's an element of surprise. You have to make the enemy, like, not know, but like throw them off at what your commanders are. Anyway, we have another guy being deployed. I'm assuming a mine went off. Yes, they did. So a mine went off by the door. Thank you, operator. So they know there's one in the vicinity. Now I'm assuming they're going to hunt him down somehow. Meanwhile, guards troops moving on in, trying to kill the... Yep, they're killing that MG with their AT weapons. Meanwhile, lots of Panzer Grenadiers moving on in. Panzer IV trying to get a lucky shot. Again, a lot of these guys are AT focused. They're not going to do as much versing the guards troops. Decent grenade, but yeah, they're going to have to pull back. Rifle, have you deployed a building yet? I wonder. Observation post, okay. So, wait, where have you built that? You built it back here. You haven't done anything with it yet. You could theoretically do it. I would have placed, I don't know. I would place it right here so that way it helps out this area and this area. This is a little farther back. You might just want to use this as a retreat point or medical point. But in any case, Centaur doing work. Still holding the front, but bundle grenade's going to kill that. And, yeah. They're going to need to pull back. Panther, Panzer IV knocking out the Centaur. Nice try. Paratroopers holding the line, but alas, Firefly moving in right on a bunch of Panzer Strike forces. Not looking good. This guy's also equipped with a Panzer Strike, so yep, he's stopping him. Good maneuver right there. Firefly, though, still managed to get the hell out. Again, the units that could kill the stuff is right there. Luckily, Jackson coming in from the side. Grenadiers don't give a fuck. They're going after this Firefly. They want it to die. Luckily, Stormtrooper Strike helping to suppress some forces. Second Strafe suppressing the Panzer Grenadiers. And actually, the Firefly lived. I am really surprised. Once again, Firefly managed to live off that. If they would have focused it, they probably could have held it. Now, Panther's thinking, oh, I got it, Jackson. Meanwhile, these riflemen from Sherman are coming in being like, wait a second. Can we AT grenade that? They are, and they're going to AT grenade it here. Now, luckily, if they can get one more shot. Oh my god, so close. It's on the edge. Paratrooper is still healing, by the way. 16 kills. Managing to hold back not one, not two, but 3 Volk squads. Jackson realizing not going to chase the Panther, not going to risk it for the biscuit. Paratrooper healing. Takes a little while for it to call in, but it is healing. It's just going on the edge of the circle so it can heal. Meanwhile, left side, they're still holding relatively fine. We have the AT gun, we got the Sherman, and a couple forces just chilling. We got a lot of these Stormtrooper guys coming in. Again, he keeps placing mines, so he knows they are there. He knows there's something in the vicinity, and yeah, he's gonna fall back. So, once again, it's like, just get the fuck out. Now, luckily, I don't know how, but he's somehow... You're a negative cover, dude. Okay, there we go. He's like waiting for them to gain cover. I like how he's just having his guards troops just open fire at the house. He's getting fucking Okay, so for example, he's gonna be like, I'm gonna kill it. That's how much it did. It did nothing. Nothing to kill it. ISU-152 on the field is like, okay, fuck you. Kills the house. They're gonna maybe kill the cache. I mean, like, he can throw an incendiary. Great. But he's not gonna decap it. He would need to do that strike again. And he doesn't have the resources to do that. Yeah, I mean, he killed a cache. Good. I mean, like, fantastic. But that was, what, 80 munitions and cost you 2 men? He has no front line. Essentially, so... Ivor, who's deployed a Tiger, good for him. Now has to guard, like, the entire front. Now, luckily, that might be a little bit easier because it looks like Donde is kind of focusing in mid as well. So that's going to help. And this guy's pretty much fortified and been able to hold back a lot of the Soviet forces for quite some time. I don't know how long that's going to continue to last because, remember, we still have this heavy 120mm mortar causing havoc, which will slowly whittle away his defenses, which it has. It's killed the flak emplacement. Luckily, this thing being, for some reason, bad at pathfinding, going to make it escape. Forkagmorpher's still there, but the heavy mortar's coming in on it. The Stormtrooper Strike's coming in on this position, hopefully kill some of the infantry. Oh, the poor Forkagmorpher is being hit. MG still suppressing them. Molotov being thrown, I assume. Yep, burning them. Bulk squad's coming right back. Yeah. Anyway, ISU-152, making sure this point's recapped. Honestly, if I was him, I'm trying to think how I would do this. You have to stop deploying Stormtroopers. It's not working. Like we've seen. First off, he deployed a plaque by this house. This is like one of the few houses that are booby-trapped. Yeah, because this house has been blown up, so it's gone. This house is gone. This house is gone. This house is gone. This is being mined again. They're placing mines around it, so even if he retreats, he's gonna die. Jesus Christ, this is fucking hilarious. Okay, moving on. This house is gone. Yeah, any of these houses doesn't matter. They'll go through the front line. He's coming over and be like, okay, what houses do you have over here? I need to blow them up. You have this house over here, not great when it's next to a bunch of allied forces. And then you have the house way, way, way far in the back. But I think every other house has pretty much been destroyed, if I have to say so. So good job. Meanwhile, the Tiger tank's back, being like, I'm going to fight you guys head on. It doesn't realize that there's a 3 tank destroyers right there. So, yeah, it's going to hold. Now, luckily, we do have a strike coming in here. Light artillery barrage doing quite a bit of damage. Luckily, allied forces advancing, causing quite a bit of damage. But it looks like they might be overextending a bit. They don't see the Panzer Grenadiers. Most likely he's on extended view. So Panzer Grenadiers using the speed of the... its ability where it's near armor, it gains, like, additional speed. Oh, God. How are you deploying these? Did you just walk behind enemy lines? I think he just walked. God, he's trying so hard. And he's failing to such a massive degree. He would need to have the guy who... No, he doesn't have it. He needs a guy to go zeroing right here. That's what he needs. He needs a guy going zeroing artillery. I don't think he's going to get that. Because I don't think there's enough coordination. And also he doesn't have enough of it for like, I don't know, like 7 minutes. But the idea would be he call in a zeroing right there. Kills everything. Then he rushes up his forces to kill it. Meanwhile, again, great job. He killed the cache again. ISU-152 was like, fuck you. Get the hell out of here. And, yeah, they kill the cache once again. Now, Rifle is so pissed he is building a fucking Beaufort. Which is hilarious because that's what you should not do. Dude, I know you want them to not take down this point. But remember, they can just throw Incendiary over here. The better idea would just put it be in mid. So that way if they walk up, it's just going to be shot in the face. As long as you guard this point with a mine, they can't come this way either. Because again, there's troops all there. That or just reinforce mid. Because now they're just walking up with Panzerschrecks. Like, this poor sucker. Whoever called in light artillery barrage tonight is an idiot. Because you just ruined it for the Panzerschreck route. Oh my god. Don't worry, I'll call it a barrage. Dude, my units are there. They'll automatically kill it for free. The light artillery barrage didn't hit anything. What is that? Meanwhile, again, these guys just chilling in the back. Now, what might be hilarious if this Jackson backs all the way the fuck up and these guys accidentally shoot. Oh my god. Oh my god. If these guys, and if these guys would come around and take the Jackson, holy fuck. Oh my god, they're doing it. They're doing it. Take the Jackson. Take it. Take it. Take it. Take it. Yes! They took it! Oh my god. Oh my god. He has to be like, what the fuck is going on? Katusha's right there. Focus on the Katusha. Ignore it. This guy's a Panzerschreck, by the way, from another. So that they have something. Kill the Katushas. Kill the Katushas. Kill the Katushas. Oh my god. This is fucking... Kill it. You missed! You missed! You went through the fucking rocket thing. Oh my god. How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up? How do you fuck that up? You literally stole the enemy Jackson. A fucking Jackson. And you couldn't kill 2 Katyushas next to you. With infantry support. You had 2 units with Panzerschrecks waiting. Holy shit. I'm sorry. I have to. Now, luckily they're like, okay, fuck it. We'll call in a Stuka to clear it. But oh my god. That is horrible. So, I'm assuming he's back here realizing that this is where they're coming from. So, yeah. The Centaur's coming over like Rifle's like, fuck it. I'll deal with this shit. I'll clean up your mess. Oh my god. Well, that's only gonna make this guy more, like, angry. I guarantee you this guy's so fucking pissed he can't do his encirclement. He's like, guys, I just want to do my encirclement. Is that so hard? I want to be the cool guy that encircles the army. Dude, you're being such a tryhard. It's obvious what you're doing. Anyway. Meanwhile, the British, still have all their tank destroyers, and along with the Soviets over here. They still have the Vickers machine gun. He did actually make this a health point, which actually kind of surprised on that. He's making this one. I'm assuming that one Rifle's going to make into like the forward base to hold the position. And also you can see the Soviets are doing more effort to hold this position, which is great because they get the additional munitions, which is helping because they're getting 57 munitions per turn. While the Axis, because this idiot is not helping his allied team, he's like, guys, I'm going to deploy Stormtroopers by enemy lines. I'm going to cause massive encirclement. And he's been that guy screaming it for like 30 minutes. Like, all of these places have no caches. It's like he's lost his goddamn mind. He's like, don't worry, guys. I swear. They'll cut. Oh my god. I can't believe I'm about to make this comparison. But he's like fucking Hitler in his doomsday bunker screaming that he's going to be saved because, like, the American president died, so they're going to surrender. Like, that kind of bullshit, which... For fun fact, there is a little bit of correlation behind that, and also the president, the Tsar of Russia dying and then withdrawing from the war because they liked Prussia. If they stayed in the war, Prussia would have fallen, but they didn't. They actually left and were fine with leaving, and that helped rush out immensely. Any case, which is just one of those things in history. You're like, yeah, what happens if that did not happen? But any capacity, yeah, so he's just going, he's a freaking lunatic at this point. I'm assuming what his next plan is to get these Panzergrenadier, Panzerwerfers upgraded, so that way they can knock out the caches. What's funny, oh wait, I'm sorry, P-47's being called in to push back the armor. Good hits all around. Medical being placed too to help Orange. Orange is doing his damnedest, sorry, I know I've been focusing on Red, but he's doing his damnedest to hold mid, along with this other guy who's fortified this entire sector so much, he's doing it. What this guy doesn't freaking realize is if he keeps moving up any further, this S-25 is going to put a bullet right through that Panzerwerfer's face. Let me guess, he's going to call back here. Oh my god. He is so fucking determined. He is so determined to get it. He's now rushing up the Stormtroopers through the line. Oh my god. God damn it. There's better ways to do this. The best way to do this, okay, first off, you're not killing that. Like, I hate to break it, that Bofor, you're not moving troops through. So yeah, you're gonna have to get like artillery. The best way to do it with just being 100% serious, just get a Panzer, like you get enough fuel for 3 of these, get a Panzer IV fleet and just move by enemy lines using fucking Blitz. So you can decapture the points. Also, you don't even need to capture both of those. You can decapture this one and cut off all the guys on the front over here. You could do a smaller encirclement. The one that's easier to accomplish because it's all closer to the front. Same thing, you could like like again, you could do a smaller scale encirclement. But whatever. Anyway, Pak-43 is over here helping guard this area, so yeah, they're not breaking through this without some major artillery, which is what the Katyushas are for, to help break it. Meanwhile, the Germans are pushing up. They have a double Panther front, one with the Command Panther, so that's pretty damn good. Advancing, most likely trying to counteract the Allied tank destroyers in mid. Problem, though, is... well, actually, not really a problem. They're currently hitting it. Oh, this guy's artillery. Cool, he's trying to hit mid as well. Problem is, more tank destroyers are coming in from Rifle, which probably at this point should probably upgrade them with the missiles, with the Tulip rockets. Luckily, gets a great hit on the one Panther. This one's been buttoned. Artillery's still coming in this position, so you may want to move. Again, upgrades are probably best for this. And both Panthers die in an amazing charge that killed one tank destroyer. Definitely worth it. Not. Meanwhile, I'm assuming, yeah, this building's gone. Did they knock it? Yeah, this building's gone. This building is still alive, but I think it's outside the map, so never mind, that doesn't count. Ignore that building. He can maybe deploy it there, just stuck behind enemy lines. Squad died in the push. Volk squad's advancing, which is very weird. They don't have any armor support or anything, so I don't know. He is saving up. I'm assuming he's going to get a Tiger. Luckily, Verkanwerfer does have his back, and nice Panzerfaust will cripple the S-25 for a time. Might be able to get the kill, honestly, which would be actually a good accomplishment for just a ragtag group of units. He's going to need to fall back, though. Katyusha did die, looks like on the retreat, so maybe the Verkanwerfer got it, which he does have a kill, so it definitely could have been. Conscripts being suppressed by the MG. I like how he's moving up his support structure for defense in depth, so that way he moves up and then slowly retreats back. Meanwhile, we have an artillery of a, Stormvic strike coming in. Axis forces desperately trying to hold mid, but that Centaur and ISU-152 are definitely holding him back. Also, should probably give credit, the sniper's still alive. He's still alive, boys. Meanwhile, this guy has gone mass Panzerwerfer and desperately trying to kill this cache, along with the front. He realizes, though, he couldn't necessarily move up because of the conscript, so I guess he fired a little farther back. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm going to make another historical reference. It's like the Germans who, like, finally, we developed a way to hit Britain without the need of our planes. It's called the V2 rocket. And then, like, a month later, all their sites in France are, like, at odds because it's like, the Allies just invaded Normandy. We need to evacuate France. It's like, okay, we'll hit other targets in France. Okay, we'll hit other targets in Belgium. Okay, we use the V2 rocket to other sites in Germany. Just keep doing it to hold them back. We'll just keep moving the launch sites. Any case, Oh, it's funny. Anyway, Tiger Tank and why you have this fucking Stug, I don't know. Luckily, I'm assuming making a bunker. I don't think he'll put an MG. Yeah, he's putting a command post for reinforcements. Panzerwerfer coming down. Sniper barely missing this one rocket, but the rest of the guys actually managed to be okay. Tiger once again advancing with no AT or additional support. Bands Grenadiers would have been a lot better to move up with it, but otherwise, these Fireflies are just going to get ranked up. And now that one's Vet 3 against that Tiger, it's going to just open you up like a goddamn, like, can opener. It's going to be fucking brutal. Meanwhile, we have flares coming in the area. Again, it would be good if you use those flares with Searing Artillery. This guy really loves his Panzer Grenadiers. I'm going to be honest. He freaking loves them. Look how many he has. Meanwhile, once again, the guy that's fortified is using his artillery quite well. He's just trying to bomb the hell out of mid, I assume. Yep. No, he actually has medics. Rifle, do you not have a forward base? I'm actually surprised you don't use this to requisition it as your own base. I like how, by the way, I love how that guy's not deploying any Stormtroopers because he knows if he deploys it there, he's fucked.
A forward position has been destroyed.
Oh my god, he deployed another bomb strike. You're not going to do anything. They have caches, dude. You're not going to do anything. Oh my god. Oh, but the artillery and stuff like that's still holding him back. ICM-52 is guarding this position, so if they move up infantry, it's going to be shot by a highly explosive round. Su-85 guarding it as well. We have some minesweepers on standby. This guy's finally building up an army of Panzerwerfers still. Oh my god. You know, just when I thought you couldn't be more annoying, you're proving me wrong, Red. You're proving me wrong. Panzerwerfer did push back paratroopers, so I'll give him credit there. Once again, Volk squads advance, pushing back a lot of the allied forces. Again, while Red is like a very bad player, Tot is actually a pretty damn good player. For holding back both, like, two allied players consistently without really a lot of support by Donde, who's no offense to him, he's trying to hold mid and he's lost quite a number of forces. He's been less successful in his pushes, but damn good job holding this sector, so I'll give credit where credit's due. This guy, I'm very curious what he's doing. Panzerwerfer coming in, causing some damage, but again, they have a post right here to heal with also medical forces. Actually, large force coming in. He actually got himself a Panther. I'm assuming maybe that so that we can get another artillery piece. We'll see. Firing long range. Katusha moving up, using the tree line as cover. I'm assuming they're going to try to hit some of the blobber forces in mid. Zeroing now coming in. Actually, a great zeroing if he could get recon here. Unfortunately, the Su-85 is going to reroll his position, so yeah, he's going to get recon. Artillery coming down, not on him, but still hitting that heavy mortar. Killing the heavy mortar at the very least. Artillery should next hit this. Yep, there it comes. Say goodbye to the Su-85. So, once again, kills the heavy mortar and that, and looks like Will managed to pull out just fine. So, honestly, not a bad trade. I mean, it's not amazing, but it did kill some armor, so I'll give him credit. It's more effective than Red's been all game. Oh god, he's been a fucking running joke. Almost Sodatin in mid, not a bad idea. Get some with long range and short range weapons. Problem is, none of them are effective against Papa Stalin's great big bunker buster of a tank. Paratroopers also moving on in, and again, they get reinforced because... Okay, I was going to say by the beacon, which is also there, but we have Rifle putting that down. I'm assuming Rifle's either going to make this an observation post or he's going to make medical. With the amount of munitions he has, Rifle, I'm actually honestly surprised you have not made... Okay, there it is. There it is. You're making an observation post. Again, I'll show you in a second why this thing is so awesome. So in any case, meanwhile, because he's focusing more in mid, this guy did manage to take over right. Not a lot of allied forces there, and looks like most of them are healing, though NGs are moving up to stop any further advancing, and a Crocodile's moving up to help out. Fireflies are being healed in the back, and yeah, they should be able to advance shortly. Meanwhile, this guy still advancing. Like, again, give credit where credit's due. Tom said just slowly being pushed back. He still has a decent army, but he's not being able to advance, honestly, that far. So anyway, the observation post. Let's see what it gives you. Why I'm so happy he got it. So he gets artillery cover. Great. Automatically attacks vehicles by disabling howitzer fire, and again, light artillery on infantry to suppress them. High explosive shot. you get the idea. Just high explosive. You get smoke and you get recon. It's a nice wide assortment of abilities that help give you a bonus. Now, unfortunately, artillery is going to start hitting that again via the support gun. Oh my god. Amazing. You decapped the munitions. Congratulations for being a dick. Meanwhile, the Stoog is for some... Oh my god. He's trying. He is trying so hard. So fucking hard. He's sending a Stoog. He's sending a fucking Stoog. Okay. When the Germans launched... Oh my god. You know what? Fuck. I can't even make a joke. Why would you launch a Stoog? It can't turn its gun. It's essentially... It can... Oh my god. It's the worst thing you could send. It's absolutely... Why don't you ask this guy to help you with the encirclement? Or the guy with special operations, the artillery. Like, anything. Like, why can't you coordinate? Like, type in chat, can you use your artillery to knock out their caches so I can do zeroing? Great, thanks. Anyway, P-47's calling in to hold back the armor push on left. He actually got a P-47 too. Artillery, by the way, 15 kills, not too shabby. Again, not every artillery piece needs to get like hundreds of kills, but some of them just need to cause havoc on the front, and that's exactly what that's doing. Paratroopers trying to heal, but they upgraded for Thompsons. So they need to upgrade for the Thompson before they heal, so it's going to take a while. Luckily, the Rifleman combined with the IC-152 should be enough to hold. This guy's launching everything in mid. Fireflies would be very careful because the Panzer Grenadiers could murder him in a single shot. Luckily, the Churchill is going to do some work, and these guys are being suppressed. So Churchill's just going to burn them alive. These guys are like, I'm going to take the point, but half their men are on fire. Oh my god. Yeah, they're being burnt to a crisp, and the MG still suppressing them and murdering them. So yeah, the Churchill barely took any damage. Tiger's barely alive. They have pack guns, but they don't have much on the front. If actual frontline infantry force moved in, or maybe even the sniper to just keep causing havoc, the Allies should be able to hold this just fine. So that's right. Middle is we have Soviet forces pushing on in, and then left looks like Tat lost most of Tomstad lost most of his men, or in Su-85s in the big push because of a Pak-43, which, as one would do, rip them apart. But it actually looks like Tat lost quite a number of his units because of the Katyusha, and looks like that was the case. Katyusha launched a counter barrage and actually killed quite a number of units. So good job. They actually managed to break him on his side. Very cool. Very cool indeed. Meanwhile, yeah, this guy's just chilling out in the back. I'm assuming waiting to get healed with the rest. Again, he still has a decent, amount of manpower to call in, so we should be able to reinforce some men, but he's not going to be able to fortify the sector like he once did. He lost for Kenwerfer. He lost quite a bit. Now, luckily, the Pak-43 is still here, so it'll hold back some armor, and it looks like most of the armor really is just going to be on the back foot, so it's going to be artillery mostly there. Luckily, he is still guarding that point, even under artillery fire, which is a bad idea, because, again, he's going to lose that unit. Oh, damn. And he can't afford to lose any more units. He really can't. But don't worry, guys. Red has his Panzerwerfer army. He has all these amazing Panzerwerfers and a brand new Stoog to send behind enemy lines. I made the fucking joke about that. You actually did it. How fucking sad. Oh my god. Anyway, what I would make the assumption is with these mass amount Panzer Grenadiers, what the fuck was that tree? What the hell is with that tree? I guess the Panzer Grenadiers like, fuck it. You know, Red is not working with the Panzerwerfers. Send this tree. Decap the point. But, anyway. King Tiger has been buttoned. Again, penal troops now throwing a satchel on it. We have a P-47 strike coming in. That's going to do a hell of a lot of damage toward it. Great job. Oh, God. Here they come. King Tiger being shot by multiple P-47s and hit by guard troops. Not a lot of defense forces in the sector. This Stoog could help, but nah. Why help? Oh, my God. Bounce. A lucky bounce. the Jackson shot. Guard troop still putting fire on it. MG. Oh my god, you have a Panzerwerfer right there. Airstrike, though, comes in, knocks the sucker out. Stu could have came in, but nah. Why would we help out our ally? Okay, these guys couldn't fire, so never mind. Oh, I'm sorry. They're all... Okay, so for those who don't know, this thing just called in the artillery cover to help hit stuff in the area. So that's what's actually being called in right now. It will suppress and hurt armored vehicles. Or not suppress, but it'll disable their guns. Let's get back to the front. I've been looking at the majority of the game. So yeah, allies taking some heavy casualties, but they are retaking this point. Again, MG battle over here, but we have another MG over here, barely alive, mind you. Flank coming in, Centaur coming in from behind. Tiger tank has been defeated, and most likely trying to save up the manpower. This guy, they keep suppressing. If you have Panzerschrecks, use it against armor. Like the one behind you, killing all your shit. Most of the stuff you're being suppressed by is infantry. Get a mortar or something like that. Get a sniper. Or, you know, call in reds for artillery strike that really didn't do all that much. Why you treat that, I don't know. You could have probably fired a few more shots at that damn thing. But now it's going to spread. Why would you retreat that when it's full health and not the unit that can't fucking move and it's being flanked? I don't understand. But meanwhile, allies have control of right. Middle is being recontrolled by El Sudan, but holy fuck, Donde. Donde's lost a lot of men. I'm assuming a decent artillery strike and whatnot, and maybe not that. Maybe just the ISU 152 blowing up a lot. Yeah, it has 44 kills. It blew up a lot of his men, stopping them from capturing it, which is good. Meanwhile, Pack 43 was decrewed. Panzerwerfer firing. Not killing a single unit out of a 7-man squad. There was one extra man for you to kill stuff in, and you failed that. Panther trying desperately to kill those forces, but right now the allies just overwhelmed. Like, what the hell? Stu versus ISU 152. Who's gonna win? This guy does have explosive rounds on, so it's not gonna do as much. But I don't think he gives a fuck. I think he wants to kill these. Like, operator, there's a bunch of... Oh. IL-2 bomb strike coming in. Please. If this guy's such an idiot, he's using his Stu to attack this, but he doesn't move that. You're a fucking idiot, Red. Oh my god. Like, I know. I get it. You desperately. You crave it. You crave that encirclement. But, dear lord, you will never get it at this rate. If you keep... Like, an armored charge is more likely to succeed than any of the stupid bullshit you've done so far. And get actual Panthers and Panzer IVs, not goddamn Stugs. I know I'm criticizing him a lot, but he's literally the reason why his team's, like, falling apart. Because eventually, the allies just use their overwhelming munitions and fuel and just overall resources. Like, Operator and Rifle have a ton of backup. Sherman Tank and okay, never mind. Tomstad actually does as well. So, yeah, the allies are doing pretty damn well. The Axis, oh boy, the Axis are in, like, the mid-60s at best. Donde's lost, oh my god, he's lost everything. That King Tiger dying was, like, the final straw for him. Also, real quick, let's double check. 17 kills, 16 kills, 4 kills. Actually, they've gotten quite a bit. So I was going to say, like, how effective they've been, but they've actually gotten quite a few kills. Luckily, we have 32 kills on that howitzer. Again, done actually a pretty damn good job at actually killing a lot of infantry in mid. So I'll give him credit. Satchel going off. He's walking his troops in. Goodbye. Lost quite a decent amount of men. Pack 43 is back up, holding back the armor. Again, Fireflies. I'll give... The only thing I will say is you have not equipped them with the tulip rockets. But... you still killed the armory nonetheless, so I can't... If you're doing enough work with them, I can't really yell at you. Stuka getting a nice shot on the ISO-52, bringing it down to very low health, but it's just going to fall back to heal. Man, they decapped the fuel. Man, it's like the allies are so low on fuel. Look at that. They're just so low on that fuel. They're fine. Really. Now again, because the Germans were able to hold on to this point so long, and also they contest mid back and forth, they still have like a majority of they're still winning via objective points. But now the allies have firm control of right, because essentially Purple's army has been smashed. There's 0 coming in, but you have no recon, so that's a waste. So it's really not going to do anything. Panzerwerfer firing, I'm assuming mid. Nope, they killed the forward base. Okay, not bad idea. Not a bad idea indeed. They probably just killed it because they thought it was going to, you know, heal them. I don't think they realized that it actually had a... It was boosted for additional strikes. So yeah, with the Pack 43, any armor push over here is going to be pretty much null and void because it's just going to be just annihilated. But you have all these tank destroyers just hiding on the outskirts of it, waiting for that thing to fall so he can move up and swarm. Also, this guy has a lot of MGs, not much of a frontline army. He has one Volk squad barely alive. So yeah, not exactly the best situation to be in when you need infantry to capture the points. Meanwhile, again, the Soviet Guard forces by Operator just helping to hold this point. The Germans are relying a lot on artillery. This guy is double Stuka. So yeah, what they're trying to do is already the Allied infantry down to where their manpower starts being affected, and then they can just, the Germans can slowly build up. The problem is, I don't think that's going to be viable. I think it would be more viable if they, earlier in the game. Right now, they don't have that much guarding. So, for example, they have a lot of artillery over here. But if any of, like, you did a quick assault with Fireflies, I mean, yeah, you have to worry about the Panzergrenadiers. But if you did, like, a combined arms assault, the Germans don't have much defending the territory in the first place. Like, sure, they have all this and this, but this is everything they had to defend their territory. Whereas this is all the juicy stuff to kill. Meanwhile, the Churchill burning away the Panzergrenadiers just fine. Already that's gone. You have this squad moving on up, and the S-285 over here pushing back the Tiger. You have Stormtrooper strikes and airstrikes coming in, which also, like, is crazy to think, but stick with me. Why haven't the Germans activated AA fire? Like, I just realized that. They haven't activated AA fire, like, once in this game. Like, get an anti-air gun. Christ. Those P-47s and Stormtrooper strikes are actually causing hell for you. Something. Oh, Panzer IV on this side died, I'm assuming. Yep, it died on the retreat. Because, again, they don't shoot down the planes. Get AA. Make the Allied Air Force regret to go into the sector. If you keep doing this bullshit, it's going to be dumb. Anyway. I'll still give credit this guy's holding his territory. He might be under substantial fire, but he's fucking holding this sector with everything he has. So I'll give credit there. Pack 43 still here, but the Katyusha fire coming in. Most likely, he won't be able to hold this position any further, or hold that point. Panzerwerfer coming on in. Stuka bombs coming in. This will... Hold on. Oh, it did. Okay. Now we can call an encirclement. He can call an encirclement now. He absolutely can. But he encircled the enemy, but he doesn't have the resources. He is so close. He's like, I'm ready, guys. I'm ready. I can do it. I'm so ready to do it. And he fucking literally just, like, face plants. It's terrible. It's, yeah. I don't know why. I don't know. It's sad, really. It's sad where the gentleman had enough to do it. He actually could have encircled a good chunk of the Allied army, especially when the Allies take this, because that's still encircled. Like, for reference, just to put in perspective, if he would have killed this cache, then everything up here would die. Everything in this sector dies. If he would have killed, same thing, this cache, and with the Allies controlling this, moving up, everything would have died. Everything would have died. So, once again, they could have gone for a smaller encirclement, but he craved the big encirclement. He craved it so much, he fucked his team in the end. Oh my god. Katyusha fire coming in, helping break up the enemy forces. He has some additional infantry coming in, and he still has the MG back here suppressing. So yeah, they're still going to hold. Now he's going to need to fall back that squad. Katyusha might kill it on the retreat. Luckily, there is additional squads coming in to help contest this point. Germans desperately trying to decap, because again, they see their only chance is if they can hold these points. That's their only chance. And right now they're doing it. They're holding both at decap, so that way they are slowly whittling down the Allies. Unfortunately, the Allies can call in more artillery, use more grenades, and just waste more manpower, honestly, because they have that. The Axis can't. So if they're going to do an attrition war where they're using the reserves to try to hold this territory. Also, how many fucking planes do you have? Also, thank you, Sherman tank. Double Stukas down. I'm assuming the Panzerwerfers are... Oh my god, all the Panzerwerfers died. Oh my god, I missed that. Oh my god. I'm gonna go back. I'm absolutely going back to highlight this. Holy shit. I need to see that. I completely missed that. All the Panzerwerfers died. All the Stukas died in that. Damn. Good job, Sherman tank. That's how you exploit an enemy. That's how you do it. And, yeah. There's nothing to contest the Allies on right. Like, they've given up on this entire side. Red has nothing left. I think he's given up. And they surrender. Okay, thank Christ. But again, one thing I'll say is this guy's still trying to contest left. Like, he's still trying. Okay, so, yeah, Donde didn't get much damage. Holy mackerel. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. Like, he was there. He was just not that competent. He was like the Italy of this side. He was there. He somewhat helped, but he just wasn't as helpful. Okay. So, real quick. Okay, so let me go over the Germans real quick. Tott was the fucking best. He got the most kills. He got the most damage. His artillery and stuff like that were helping murder a lot of just German forces Allied forces in general. His artillery got 37 kills. I don't know how he killed 2 friendlies, but, I mean, good job there. What was your best unit, if I had to assume? Volksquads? Yeah, Volksquads. 132 kills with Volksquads. Like, for freak's sakes. Why am I not cursing? For fuck's sakes. He literally killed, like, Su-85s and Jacksons and everything else, holding his side. He held against 2 players, and you can see with the amount of kills he's gotten. That's not just 1 player. That's 2. That's 2 players he murdered. So even though Donde was weaker, he did his goddamn best. So Tot, again, I'm just going to keep saying Tot because I can't say the rest of your name because I don't even know how to fucking say that. You did awesome. You were easily the best player on the Axis team. Second was Ivor. Ivor did his best, although in theory the Panzergrenadier spam could work. He just never used that as effectively as he should have. Even though Donde got less damage and less kills, the biggest F on their team was Red. Red literally doing the same freaking thing over and over again. I joked about the demos, but he did it so much that a British and a Soviet decided to combine arms in mine and demo placement to fuck you over, and I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy. And I think you were... Yeah, you were... Okay, so you play enough where you should know that that's a bad idea. So, yeah. So, we had 2 rather, like, mediocre players, like, higher and left, like, a little bit higher than each other. Red was bad. He literally, like, brought his team down. Todd elevated his team. He held off 2 guys and actually gained territory doing that. The best thing Red did was steal that Jackson, which he fucked up. He tripped on himself on that. On the Allied team, Rifle and your Fireflies were awesome. Like, you even give them Tulip Rockets, they still did very well. Like, again, just for reference. By the way, thank you, Rifle, for submitting this replay. I've actually not... Even though people might say, Rifle, wait, hasn't he submitted a replay before? No, he has not. I have not marked him down. He has not submitted a replay for the last few months. So, I'm glad I finally got him. And, yeah, a patch came out, lost a bunch of replays. So, yeah, he was one of the few that had. I'm like, okay, an awesome game, apparently. That someone gave him a heart attack because of the Stormtroopers coming in. So, I wanted to see what that was. And, yeah, the Stormtroopers are used poorly. They just kept dying. And, yeah, hold on. Rifle... Fireflies, 34,000 damage. She only lost 1 of those. Damn. Any case, Sherman tank, close second. Fantastic flank killing all the artillery. Great job there. Tomstad was probably the weakest player they had. He barely held his side together, but he still held. That's the thing. Even though he got pushed back, he still held his side. He still gave the enemy a run for their money. So it kept Tot from unable to support mid or anything. And Donde and Ivor did fine in mid, but they just long term were not able to hold it as effectively as they should have. Operator as well, you did great. Support, again, you and Sherman Tank were very close on kills. Sherman Tank edged you out, but still, like, you did fantastic work with your ISU 152. That thing, very good. Very good in terms of taking stuff out. Also, your guard troops. You only lost... Okay, you lost 3 squads. But, again, it did pretty damn well. So, overall, great job on the Allied team. Again, even their weakest player, which was Tomstead, even their weakest player was probably equal to what Ivor was. The problem is, they had 2 slightly worse players. And you had this guy, who I think might have been one of their better players. Hold on, let me double check. So, you had Donde... Okay, yeah, he was the weakest player. And again, that's fine. He still did fine. If he was the weakest player in the enemy team, that's still not a bad thing. He still held his side. He still did what he could. Yeah, he got overwhelmed, but again, when the allies were combining arms, it was hard to fight. And some of those engagements with the Panthers, stuff like that, were bad engagements, but he still tried. I think a little more coordination between him and Ivor would have been better, because the artillery barrage coming in. But yeah, Red's the real problem. Red just fucked over their team so much. It's the Stug charging a front line or charging behind enemy lines and kill something. It's just, unless you're a very good player, it's gonna backfire, and it did so amazingly that yeah. In any case, that's gonna be game. I want to thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, thank you, Rilfe, who's also a patron, for your support and for the replay. If you want to support me, make sure you hit the like, subscribe button, and check out my Patreon if you would be so kind, or maybe just check me live streaming on Twitch. Whatever you want to do to support me, or, just watching my content helps as well. Whatever you do, thank you so very much. But this has been Greyshot17, and I'll see you guys next time. Hello everyone, before you guys go, I want to tell you about these incredible people like Milam, Ace, Chris Bailey, Folkvard, Javibuxi, Jfoe, Joey G240, Josh, jrchicklis, JustThomasPlays, Little Koosh, Mustaach, Onlyplayapples, Pyroshark, Rifle, Streakingwookie, WhiteHotD, GTA, Jakub Ocwieja, Nathan Angus, and Cedarteal. Thank you guys so much for your incredible Patreon support. This has been Greyshot17 and his amazing patrons, and I'll see you guys next time.